All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Mikey Pipes.
Peter Piper.
With Peter Piper. We are heading over to Great Neck. We have a gentleman, a homeowner. It sounds like he's an electrical engineer, but first, we have to go up this hill. It's like the old train that could. Chugga 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 choo choo. Chugga 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 choo choo. It's steep, bro.
Are you flooring it?
I am. No, I'm not flooring it. I don't need to floor it. I'm in a Benz, bro. We're looking at a rear view mirror. Yeah. Yeah. We made it. Imagine this in the snow. Oh, that'd be epic. All right. Anyway, let's give a little introduction here. I'm gonna pull over to the side of the road real fast, a hot minute. All right. I just want to hide a little bit of something here. Let's go like this. Okay. So it says, oh my God, Weil McLain. Pete, I'll read it to you. Weil McLain, CGM-6-PI. Oh, God. You know he's going to be like an engineer or something like that, right? Temp keeps shooting up and overheating. No water circulating. Replace all parts with 5 plumbers. Still not working. Saw you on YouTube. Oh, I love that. When they see me on YouTube, I love it. That's the power of social media.
Yeah.
All right, so we are literally around the corner. I'm just going to find it where it is on the map. Out of my mobile dispatching and service app. We are going to. Oh, it's right around the corner. You ready, Peter?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. And stick around. We're going to talk a little bit more about my licensing journey in the state of Florida. Got some great news. Like I said in the earlier video, I got an email that I am now allowed to take the exam. So I passed the original screening. I'm good, right? And we're good. So we just got to find this block and we'll be on our way. So just give you guys a quick little heads up on that. And I'll talk about it more during the service call video. Like my ears look like Dumbo. I had to get fingerprinted. I had to pay an application fee, but I am now qualified to take the business law and trade knowledge exam for air conditioning in Florida. And I'm taking I got some books on order, and I'm going to take my exam in probably next month, but I'll keep you guys updated. And I'll talk about it a little bit more during this video. Good. Okay. You have no doorbell.
No, that doesn't work.
No doorbell.
because my dog is crazy.
Your dog is crazy?
Yeah.
You got a crazy dog?
Crazy dog.
You know, Pete,
little dog.
Can we let him attack Peter?
Okay, this is what.
Old loco switch right there.
So I don't know if the office tell you the notice we
Tell
did
me.
yesterday is when I turn on it, 2 minutes, the temperature will heat to the 220. Then just sitting there. Yeah. Now this pipe, right, is let me see. This pipe is go out. The one is warm, one is cold.
Yeah.
Something just back here. Then we can hear the noise in the pipe. It's cling, 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 just like that.
Okay, how about turn the thermostat on?
You want me to turn it on?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go upstairs. Or you can turn on here.
Well, thermostat.
Thermostat?
Yeah, turn the thermostat on.
Okay.
So I said like 5 parts were replaced, but the only thing that hasn't been replaced is that circulator. That still stays the same.
If that would have been the first part.
I thought, yeah, well, let's see. We got a nice new ball valve there to isolate. All right. So we have her turn the circulator on. Our relief valve is focus, baby. Come on, focus. Focus. That's 30 psi. Good. Okay, Peter, what is this thing called right there?
It's air vent.
Good. What is that called?
Or relief valve.
Okay. What is that blue thing called?
That's our circulator.
Good. Let's take the front cover off. Pressure reducing valve. Okay.
Jennifer Diak or Jennifer Head?
Hi, Mikey.
Yes.
How
Oh, the movie, the YouTube stuff. Like, I'm actually.
Nah, the YouTube star, that's Steve Labb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just,
Okay,
you know.
So you want me to turn it off because.
I want you to turn the thermostat on, yes.
Yes, turn on.
Oh, that's warm. What's the pressure?
Yeah, right now.
Why? Does it make a difference?
Well, I mean, right now it's cold. The guy has about 12.
It's around there. So what happens? You turn it on and it overheats?
We'll turn it on for like 2 minutes. It's shooting to 220, the gauge, right? And then just shutting down.
So it's not circulating water?
Yeah, so the few things I want to tell you about. Okay, so one thing is we hear noise from here.
Okay.
Clink, 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 clink noise from
Understood.
here. Right? The next question, next things that we notice is that when we try to discharge water, so yesterday I tried, I say there's no water. There's no water come from here at all. And a couple guys before, we have 5 guys, literally this year, 5 different people coming here, checking. And there was no water coming out from this drain pipe.
No?
No water at all.
Okay, maybe it's clogged.
I don't know what the purpose for is. Maybe there should be water, should not be water. But nobody answered my questions. So no water come out. And then, so our problem is really, last year the expansion tank blew up, right, 3 times.
Blow up 3 times?
No, blow up.
Why do they put it upside down?
That's everybody keeping saying that. The second guy got upset.
And why is that mounted horizontally, not vertically?
Right, and then they say, no big deal. So the question.
Yeah, it'll still work, but it's if you're gonna replace something, at least try to make it right,
Right. So what the problem we have now is
So you have no heat.
Oh, no heat first, right?
You have no heat.
Yeah.
No, forget. Stop. You're overcomplicating things. Right? Are you an engineer?
I'm not.
What do you do? What do you do for what? Well,
I'm bean counter.
you're a bean counter.
Yeah.
Okay. I just snake out toilets for a living. Pick up Daniel. I just snake out toilets for a living, and then I play like a plumber on TV. Right. So you have no heat in the house.
Right now, no.
Okay.
No.
And that's the problem. The problem is not that you have a Weil McLain CGI 6 PV or whatever you have. The problem is you have no heat.
That's right.
You're overcomplicating things.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's take things back to the simplest form.
Right.
And that is, Mike, I have no heat.
Yes.
All right? Your boiler
Yeah.
turns on. This, it used to be a nice old big boiler used to be here. These are getting hot.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think I'm not gonna make it overcomplicated for you, but I think you're like the dog whisperer, right?
Dog whisperer?
Yeah, the season comes.
Well, listen, the boiler temperature is 130 degrees right now. The pressure is still where it was, around 12 psi.
Okay, within 1 2 minutes, you will see it's hitting 200, over 200 quickly.
Okay.
Because now it's 130, right?
Okay, so you know what that means.
Yeah.
Okay, that means that you're creating heat faster than it's being used.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I agree with that.
So, and is the house cold?
Yes, right now it's
Yeah.
cold.
What do you have the thermostat set to? And what is it reading?
Now it's 57. I set it to 68.
So it was 57. It's set for 68. What was it at before I got here? Was it off?
Yeah, it was off
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yesterday
Why is it off?
was
Because
off.
you have no heat.
Yeah, it's just stuck there.
No, yesterday was like keeping hot and
So here we go again, right?
Yeah.
So you seem like an educated guy, and I'm not discrediting you, but the conversation is mostly me and him right now. I'm not discrediting you at all.
She's the boss.
You are the boss. She's wearing the pants.
Yes.
She is,
Yes.
right? But at the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
you're creating hot water faster than it's being utilized,
Sure. Got it.
right?
Yeah.
And that could be for one of a couple things.
Mhm.
Now, if this was a brand new boiler, the boiler's too big. It could be oversized. So the boiler is what we call short cycling. But the boiler's not brand new. It's been here, for many years, 25 years. We can look at the service tag here from the old Keyspan days, and you can't read it because it's faded. But probably the 90s at least. And if we look on the front cover, it probably has a Luco sticker on it. Does it have a Luco sticker on it? Sure it does. And our first date is 1990.
Yeah.
So on December 3rd, 1990 was the first inspection, was okay.
Right, so
But there's no warranty on the feed and relief valve and thermostat original.
Yeah, whatever, it's an old machine.
It's old, no, but it's old, but it still works.
Yeah.
It's just not. So we can eliminate. What I was trying to make, we can eliminate. It's an oversized boiler.
Okay.
Because it's been here forever.
Yeah.
And I'm sure since 1990 that the house hasn't been 57 degrees.
No.
No, it worked. How long have you lived here?
10 years.
10 years. So before recently, you turned the thermostat on, you wanted it 70 degrees. Yes? Is that a normal temperature?
72
And it went 70 degrees, right?
Yeah.
So now what I don't understand,
Yes.
right, is that you had 5 plumbers here
Yeah.
for the same problem,
Yeah.
yet no one has, and I saw it right away,
Yeah.
before we even turned the heat on,
Yeah.
I saw it right away, the circulator.
Uh-huh.
It's circulating water, just not as fast as it used to.
Right.
That's the problem. You need a
I
circulator.
actually mentioned to them, and I was like, is the motor enough? Pulling the water back. And then they tell me, yeah, it's one like 1 horsepower, it may be one, maybe We'll fix it for like a few days.
Take a look.
And
That
then,
temperature.
That's
now,
a problem. That's a problem, Mikey.
Yes, so here.
So sometimes, just like that, sometimes shoot it to over 200, then stop there.
Yes.
So that's why couple.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So, like I was just saying,
what's
your
the
boiler's is going to temperature, and it's not circulating for one of 2 reasons: a restriction, frozen pipe, closed valve, things of that range, and air could be air,
Yeah.
right? Or we have a circulator that's not doing its job anymore.
okay, got it.
While we were standing here, I saw that temperature reach to about 130 degrees.
Yeah.
Right? Was it 130? Yeah, it was on 130 degrees. And you asked me what temperature show, and then you said 2 minutes. 2 minutes it'll be much higher, right?
Yeah.
But then it went down to a little under 100, and then we're looking at it again. It's a little above 70.
Yeah, this is.
So now it's circulating.
Yeah.
So what I was saying before is one of the things, one of the not fears, but one of an issue that I have before this started to work is, like I was saying, people don't call me just to hang out with them, pay me a lot of money to do so. They call me because there's a problem. So I believe you there's a problem. And we're seeing that now. We didn't see it before. Right? We saw that the boiler was climbing in temperature, but it wasn't circulating that water. Now it's circulating the water, and the house is warming up. It appears, right? And I know the circulator's getting power because you can hear it. So not that, the boiler come on, I don't even hear the circulator come on. So then we can question maybe a power issue. But I hear the circulator on, and it was climbing in temperature. Now the circulator is still making the same noise, and it's lowering in temperature because it's circulating the water. And this is now cool now. It's warm, but it's not hot. Like before, it was warmer, much warmer than it is now.
Yeah.
So it's circulating the water.
Yeah.
What I find fascinating is that 5 plumbers here probably replaced 5 parts, yet the problem still persisted, and now here we are now, and you're aggravated, and now you're like your wit's end, and like it's an old boiler, but it's not that old, because as long as the boiler's intact and it's not leaking any water, you'll get a lifetime out of it. You replace all the parts on it, right? But as soon as it develops a leak, then it's time for it to go. Okay, so we need to turn off the boiler. The problem here is that someone recently put a valve here, right?
Yep.
And then they have to bleed all the radiators.
Well, that's another question. How do we know the water is enough in the system? Supposedly, right?
Well, we would know by pressure of the boiler.
That's right.
Right, and while we were here and while the system was running, our pressure now is I would say it's around 15, a little under 15 psi now.
Yeah. Okay.
The temperature is like around 8. It's between 70 and 100, so maybe 82.5 degrees. It was a little bit lower, and our pressure has increased a little bit, and our expansion tank is okay. A Flextrol. But to replace this circulator involves shutting down the boiler, draining some of it down, because we do have a check valve here. I don't record faces, so I have a check valve there. So the water should stay, but we may have to bleed radiators.
We did that last time when they did all things. Go upstairs and we did everything.
Peter, I want you to take the thermal camera and see what you see warm so far.
Well, must be the
Exactly. So I'm going to spray this down again with some Croil. It's like WD-40, but it penetrates a little bit better to break these nuts up a little bit. Good. So we're going to take out this B&G. Has it ever been oiled, by the way?
I think so. The last guy put a little. They don't have motor oil, so I gave him my chainsaw oil.
Machine gun oil?
No.
Chainsaw oil. Oh, okay. 3-in-1 household oil. Well, the good thing with the new Taco that we're going to put in, the 0015, It's forget about it being 3 speeds, and it uses the amount of electricity like an LED light bulb does, but it's maintenance free. There's no oiling that's needed. What kind of dog you got, by the way?
Shih Tzu.
A Shih Tzu?
Bark all the time.
Bark all the time?
But when you don't have a Shih Tzu,
But you're not gonna need to oil the new circulator. Okay. All right, that drain is clogged, so remove the expansion tank. Turn this pointer down, and I'm using this to drain the boiler. Peter went to the truck to get a new 3/4 inch boiler drain for the bottom because that's clogged up. We're gonna place the automatic air vent. We've got no pressure in the boiler now. We're still got a temperature, which is probably got a new temperature and pressure gauge too, but. Yeah, but then again, how much do you replace? How much do you keep? Okay.
Dump that bucket for you or no? Do you think you still need more?
Sure. I normally let Peter dump the buckets, but if you want to dump it, it's a little heavy. There you go. I don't charge extra for helping. All right, now. We're going to get inside this circulator. We're going to take out these flange bolts, and then we're going to pull the circulator out. We'll disconnect the wire first. Let's go to my Vito. Let's grab the 10-in-1. I like this one better lately, and plus it's a ratchet. All right, so let's take these off right there. Disconnect the power, and get this thing up and running. Peter? Yep. Grab that. Let's disconnect our power from the boiler to the circulator. These shitty wire nuts. All right, let's not lose this ring. We're gonna need that when we reconnect the new one right there. Okay, now let's go. Where's the ratchet? Where'd they go?
Oh, all right, here.
Okay. Let's disconnect our circuit. Oh, no. No, wrong size. That's good. Oh, it doesn't want to go in there. Okay. Not like the good old days when we did it by hand. Okay. And the coil really penetrated deep inside of her. It's like I got into your sister last night.
Well, my wife's not here, so we can't.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, that's tits. Well, there's the check valve ratcheting away. So there's the upper flanges. Let's just take this. Don't want to lose the nut and bolt, right? We're gonna reuse that. There ain't nothing wrong with that, right? Nope. Watch this. Ready? Ooh, there it is. See?
Nice.
Now let's disconnect. We get a little bit of water there.
Yeah.
Just on this line right there, not a big deal. We got that under control. So now we're gonna disconnect the lower. Yeah. You think that little dish rag right there is gonna do anything?
Hopefully.
Okay. And let's get the other side. Get that off there. She's loose. She's looser than that girl working in Hunts Point.
Where's that?
Hunts Point?
This point.
Hunts Point is like the fish market. That's where all the prostitutes are at night. Latinas chicas for you, know?
Love Latinas chicas.
You love Latinas chicas, right? Watch this. There's a circulator. There she is. She's a big giant paperweight now.
Huge.
Huge. Okay, we're gonna make this short. This is nice and clean.
Sure.
That's nice and clean there. The top is also clean. Let's grab the circ.
Okay.
She's a leaking. Oh. I didn't have fully closed it.
Oh.
Okay. Now, that's one thing to keep in mind, direction of flow. Mm-hmm. Let's look for our arrow. There she is. She's pointing down. Baby, are you down, 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 down? Now that means we are not pumping away. We're pumping back towards the boiler, right? So that means the new circulator. Peter, look. Yep. The new circulator, which has the arrow. Where's the arrow? There she is. She's pointing up. We need to go like this, which means I need to rotate this head around.
Yes.
Just get the Allen keys and we'll flip the head around. It wasn't fun because we couldn't get the ratcheting wrench in there, but we made it work and no leaks. See? No leaks. She's dry. She's drier than a nanny. We do the honors?
Switch.
Yeah. Bzz.
So what's that wadding sound?
Check valve. Oh, she's circulating. Okay. It's found its happy spot. Its happy place. See, it's using its words. We are at 100 degrees. We're going to monitor that over the next few minutes. Make sure they got heat.
The radiant upstairs.
Yes. That's because if you hear water running around, you know, the swooshing sounds in the pipes, that's indicative of air in the lines, and you probably need to bleed the radiators or try to get the air out. Again, it's an old system. There's no real means of air removal from this boiler other than bleeding the radiators and the automatic air valve that we replaced right there. There's no other means.
Okay.
I can hear it right now. It's in there, and it'll take forever to get rid of all the air. But
So
Awesome.
is
So
that
far, so
like
good.
a running flush the water in the whole system will be
it's actually
helpful
coming
for
up
that?
high.
It is.
1 second. Let me concentrate on this right now.
Sorry about that.
Let's take the front cover off. Look at the burners.
Okay.
Let's pause. All right, let's carefully take that plate off. Needle nose. She's hot. Make sure you don't touch her.
It is very hot.
Okay, lay it down. The burners look clean.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Wouldn't be a bad idea to give this boiler a tune-up. When's the last time the boiler was serviced?
That's a year ago.
Yeah.
A year ago?
Yeah.
No.
Less than a year ago.
No. No, it wasn't. How? The amount of dirt is at the bottom of the boiler?
They didn't clean it. I saw
They-
that clean it.
They cleaned it? Did they vacuum it out?
Vacuum it? Yeah.
Because look at all that dirt in the bottom there.
They just wipe it.
Oh,
They just wipe it, yeah.
wow.
Because
Okay.
tune up, you know, I don't know how to do tune up. I just call it.
Well, normally they take all the burners out. You clean them, lubricate them, clean the combustion chamber out. You know, that's what normally gets done. You know, check temperature and pressure. You know,
I'm looking at
gas
that one.
pressure.
No, they don't check the pressure.
Who's they? Who did this?
They,
Well, the normal plumber.
Normal plumber?
Yeah.
no, my neighbor introduced to us.
Oh.
They serviced there a long time. They said this is good guy.
He's
so
the guy who replaced the one of the 5 parts.
He's the first guy who replaced the, yeah. So.
Twice.
Maybe he's not
full
really. Is he
inspection
really a
yet.
plumber? Because all I know is that for the first time ever, we drilled a hole in the exhaust pipe so we can do a combustion test. That's standard during a tune-up.
We
No.
never do
You
it.
should probably call a different company next time.
I should know you earlier.
You should call us next time. Yeah, they're not terrible, but the reason why it's high, they never adjusted the gas valve because they don't have the right tools, and plus, the wrong gas valve. That's a fast opening valve. It just opens. It's like it's on or off. It's like floored in the car or off. Yeah, but it is what it is. Okay, put the probe back in there. We're going to adjust the gas pressure by making some off-camera adjustments. A little adjustment off-camera, and she's already under 20 ppm of carbon monoxide. Look at that. It's a little adjustment. And oxygen is a little bit, it's okay, 17, 16. We'll see how low this goes.
I mean, they're all saying different things. So finally, we had, like 5 years ago, we had a guy from a neighborhood that recommended he comes, but he never did it what you did. Tell me that.
Well, what's more concerning, forget about a proper tune-up and things like that, but the gas valve was changed, right?
Yeah.
And the gas valve was never adjusted. It was taken out of the box, they put it on your boiler, and then he connected 2 wires and connected the gas, and then have a nice day, right? Without actually adjusting. Because it's a universal valve, but it's not one size fits all. You still have to make fine-tune adjustments, which is what we're doing right now. But, you know, not to scare the living, you know, the fear of God into you, but the carbon monoxide levels out of this machine coming out of the gas valve or out of the boiler were indicative that he never made any adjustments. And I know that for a fact because A, you need to drill a hole here. You also need to check gas pressure, but he never did that because he took it out of the box and put it right in there. And you know what? Years ago, I was just as guilty of doing that. But then again, I was like 25 years old, right? And I was just new to the trade, and I wasn't taught otherwise. So maybe he wasn't taught otherwise, but I doubt if he's a neighbor, I doubt he owns, you know, $1 million house. Right? We live in $1 million neighborhood, keeping it real, right? So he works for a company, you know.
His father used to be here. His father. And
but his father. But he lives in the neighborhood, right? No.
No, he was
whatever.
About now.
Okay.
I don't know.
The problem is he doesn't do it, and that's the problem with a lot of heating and plumbers out there. They don't have the right tools for the job, and they think that just because you replace a part like an expansion tank, it was upside down to begin with, and they put it back in upside down again. Just like the one for the water heater. It may have been like that, and maybe that's the way he was taught. But listen, I know this is wrong. But you know what? If I was to change it, I'm gonna make sure it's going in the right way. Yes, it's gonna come with a little bit of an added expense, but at least it'll last longer.
They're now still in the wrong position, you think?
I not think I know. Yeah. If I look at the manual, look at the piece of paper that comes in the box with it, it tells you. The same way, like the circulator, you saw me flip this upside down because in the manual it tells you that you need to be able to read it not upside down like a normal person, right? In all orientations, right? And it tells you how you shall install and how you shall not install it. So you put it in the wrong way, will it still work? It'll probably still work until it doesn't, and then when it doesn't, you could be do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. The definition of insanity, but you do it the right way. At least I know that unless it's man-made subject to failure, which it can fail at any given time, but at least if I put it in right, the odds of it failing are significantly reduced. Good. I'm happy. Clipboard it. Look at that. A little over 100 degrees. So, and the return is warm-ish now, like 100 degrees that it's making. Draft is great. Look at that. Perfect. Let's clipboard that. And they'll print the receipt, put it on the front cover, and say sayonara to the CGM 6 section 175,000 BTU Weil McLain boiler with the CP number of that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we finished up that service call. I hope you, if you're one of the 5 plumbers who replaced 5 parts on this boiler before me, the 6th plumber got there and replaced the 6th, 7th, and 8th part. In order to restore heat, which is what the problem is. I hope you found this video educational. And if you're looking for a website for your plumbing or HVAC or even your trades business, check out Footbridge Media. There's a link down in the description box down below. For only $250 a month, they will give you a brand new custom-built website, and also make sure your marketing, your search engine optimization, your SEO on Google and Bing and online is also up to par. Because you need to do that, all right? Because what good is having a website if no one knows there's a website there? And that's what SEO comes into play. All right, so check them out, Footbridge Media. Tell Mikey Pipes sent you. They'll take care of you. All right, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, be well, God bless, stay safe.